The case of Danielle Redlick is one of the few examples in the world of true crime that is both stunning and puzzling more than others. The tragic story of a woman who buried her husband and then went on to marry her stepdaughter is a sobering reminder of the darkness that may lurk within those who appeared to be completely normal. As we delve more into the intricate circumstances of this case, we are confronted with concerns regarding the human psychology and the extent to which some people would go in order to fulfill their own objectives. Danielle Redlick, a woman who is 46 years old and has a low stature and a slight build, does not conform to the idea of a criminal mastermind that is commonly held in popular culture. Today, we will talk about he buried his wife and then married her daughter. True crime documentary. Stay with us till the end because we have got a lot of stuff for you. Click the subscribe button and like this video. Let's get started. The fact that she had her brown hair chopped in a noticeable manner gives her an unpretentious appearance, which belies the turbulent events that were about to take place in her real life. Up until the year 2019, she was only another working American woman who was a mother to two lovely children and who resided in the tranquil suburb of Winter Park, Florida. Despite the fact that she was a specialist in multimedia communications, she managed to navigate the routine of daily life and her name was rarely mentioned in the media. The finding of her husband's body in their family home, however, brought about a change in all of those circumstances. The news that Michael Redlick, Danielle's husband, had been discovered dead under strange circumstances caused shockwaves to spread across the town and sparked a frenzy in the information media. The circumstances surrounding Michael's death were initially thought to be the consequence of natural causes. Nevertheless, the truth about his passing would soon come to light, revealing a terrible story of deceit and betrayal. As the investigators dug more into the circumstances surrounding Michael's death, they came across a terrible truth. Danielle Redlick had not only hid the fact that her husband had passed away, but she had also continued to live in the house with his body for several days. The degree of her dishonesty was startling, and it painted a picture of a lady who was obsessed by darkness and led by unknown motivations through her actions. It was possibly the most unsettling disclosure the authorities made when they found out that Danielle had been involved in a relationship with her own stepdaughter, who was Michael's daughter from a previous marriage. The concept of a mother breaking the trust of her own child is a horrible one in and of itself. However, marrying the husband of that child is a level of depravity that is beyond comprehension. It was a breach of trust and a violation of decency that shattered the core of the familial relationships that existed. As the media converged on Winter Park, the specifics of Danielle Redlick's life were exposed for everyone to review and take into consideration. A lady who was manipulative and crafty, capable of spinning elaborate webs of deceit to obtain what she wanted, was described by friends and acquaintances who came forward to construct a picture of her. In spite of this, there was a shadowy side to the situation that very few people could have possibly envisioned. Prosecutors presented a pile of evidence against Danielle Redlick, portraying her as a cold and calculated killer. The trial that followed was a spectacle unlike any other, and it was unlike anything else. As witnesses related stories of manipulation and abuse, they revealed a woman who would do anything to fulfill her own desires, regardless of the consequences it would have for those who were in her immediate vicinity. In the end, Danielle Redlick was found guilty of murder in the second degree and sentenced to life in prison. This brought a sense of closure to a town that was suffering from the tragedy of her acts. Her story, however, continues to attract and horrify those who have the courage to dive into its depths, even if she is currently incarcerated. Are you still there? If yes, then click the bell icon so you never miss any update from us. Let's continue. An unsettling reminder of the darkness that lies dormant within each and every one of us is provided by the case of Danielle Redlick. This story serves as a cautionary tale on the consequences of unbridled ambition and the extent that some people would go to in order to fulfill their own selfish desires. In addition, it serves as a demonstration of the enduring strength of the human spirit to persevere in the face of evil that is beyond even the imagination. In total, there are 489 words in the elaboration. The following is the continuation. In order to obtain the appropriate number of words, the community of Winter Park was left to pick up the pieces and attempt to make sense of the incomprehensible events that transpired after the trial came to a close and Danielle Redlick was carried away to begin serving her life sentence behind bars. One could wonder how a woman who appeared to be so unremarkable on the surface could be capable of committing such horrific things. Due to the fact that the complexity of the human mind resists straightforward explanation, it is possible that this subject will never be answered comprehensively. The investigation into the case of Danielle Redlick provides a rich tapestry of psychological intrigue and moral difficulty for those who are investigating the circumstance. When someone commits such heinous atrocities, what motivates them to do so? Are they motivated by a desire for power, a need for control, or simply a lack of empathy for people who are in their immediate vicinity? When it comes to gaining an understanding of the most obscure aspects of the human psyche, these are the topics that academics and professionals continue to struggle with. The story of Danielle Redlick, however, serves as a clear warning about the pitfalls of unrestrained ambition and the consequences of giving in to one's darkest desires. This is in addition to the scholarly fascination that surrounds the case. It is a cautionary story for all of us, a reminder that even those of us who appear to be the most ordinary may be hiding secrets that are so horrifying that they are impossible to fathom. When all is said and done, the narrative of Danielle Redlick serves as a sobering reminder of the precarious nature of human nature and the capacity for both good and evil that is inherent in each and every one of us. In light of this, we are reminded that we must continue to be cautious against the powers of darkness, which are present not only within ourselves but also in the world around us. Moreover, it serves as a reminder that the human spirit possesses the ability to persevere and triumph even in the face of horrors that are beyond comprehension. During this time of reflection on the case of Danielle Redlick, let us not forget the victims whose lives were irrevocably changed as a result of her crimes. Let us pay tribute to their memories by working for the establishment of a world in which such heinous acts are not permitted to take place. It is imperative that we never lose sight of the truth that even in the most difficult times of our lives, there is always the possibility of redemption and renewal. This is it from our side. Let us know what you think about it. If you like the video, let us know in the comments. Share it with your loved ones. Goodbye.